Good morning and thank you for having me. My name is Tan Chiying and I am 18 years old and I am from Puchong, Seoul. I am currently studying Bachelor of Business and Administration at Spectrum University College and I will be graduating in 2027. My CGPA is 3.55 and I was on the 10 list for 2 semesters. So I am great happy with my results for work experience, I have been working as a part-time tuition teacher since 2022. I teach business to studies, economics and maths to secondary school students. Through this job, I have learned how to analyze problem, plan solutions, and communicate clearly, skills that I think are very useful for an entrepreneur. I also did a research project in university on customer behavior towards eco-friendly products, and I got the highest grade in my class for them. So even though my preference is in education, I believe I have the right skills and passions to do well in these positions. My first way is analytical thinking. I like to look at a problem carefully before making decisions, whether it is taking a student results or do research. I always try to understand the situations fully first. My second strength is communications. As a tuition teacher, I have to explain things in a simple and clear way every day. And I think that skill is very important and I agree when presenting research finding to a team. For witness, my first one is that I take to focus too much on small details. This sometimes slow me down. Manage this. I set time limit for myself so I do not spend too long time on one thing. My second weakness is that I used to be shy about sharing my ideas in group discussions. But I have been working on this, be reminding myself that speaking up is important. And now I make sure to contribute and this one idea in every group sessions. I think knowing your weakness and working on them is just as important as having strengths. I have been following our brands for some time now, and I am really impressed by how to company thinks about its products and customer. I noticed that your recent expansions into the wellness and personal care segments was very well received. And I could see that there was a lot of research and thought behind it that tell me that R&D is taken serious here. And that is exactly the kind of environment I want to work in. I also feel that Nova brands will match what I believe in. That good products come from truly understanding what customers need, not just following trends. I want to be part of a team that makes decisions based on real research and data. I am excited about that chance to learn, grow, and contribute to something meaningful here. In 2 years, I see myself growing into a more senior role with team R&D, maybe as a senior R&D, executive, or a project lead. I want to be someone who can take ownership of a research project from start to finish and work with different teams to bring new ideas to life. I also plan to continue learning outside of work. I want to get relevant certifications in areas like market research or product development. And eventually, I would love to help train our team members. Because I believe that when you teach others, you can become better yourselves. More importantly, I want to be someone that knows brands and trust and really on. And I am committed to working hard to get there. The most unique research experience in from a university project where I studied customer changes behavior towards eco-friendly product emulation. I did everything myself, from designing the research questions, creating the server, collecting data, and analyzing the results. It was a fully research process, and I was very happy when I got the highest grade in my class for it. My tuition teaching experience has also prepared me more than deeper my aspects. Every time I work with a new students, I first assess where they are struggling and plan a solution, try it out, and adjust based on how their response that process, assess, plan, test, improve. It's actually very small, similar to how R&D works. So even though they have not working in a formal R&D setting before, I feel that my experience have given me strong foundations to start a growth in this role. I think R&D is one of the most important part for me for any business, especially in a competitive markets. First, R&D helps a company keeps improving its product. Customer need change over time. And if a company does not keep up, customer will move on to competitor. R&D make sure that company is always listening to feedback and keeping things better. Second, R&D help a company stay ahead by creating new idea and solution before the competition does. When a company introduces something really useful, customer remember that and stay loyal. Third, R&D helps the company stay relevant by watching market trends. Things like sustainability, health awareness, or changes in customer lifestyle. Overall, I believe that without R&D, a company cannot grow in a sustainable way. It is what keeps the brand fresh, trust, and competitive. I think the key to having a big project is to plan carefully from the beginning. For timeline, I would break the project into smaller steps with clear deadlines. That way, it is easier to track progress and catch problem early before that become bigger issues. For budget, I would focus on what it is most important first and find way to save money in areas that are least critical without affecting the qualities for the work. For manpower, I would make sure each team member is assigned tasks that match their stage so everyone can do their best work. And for results, I would always think about whether what we are using is not just cost effective now, but also responsible and sustainable in the long run. And most important thing, I think, is to keep communicating clearly with the team throughout to project so everyone stay on the same page. Based on my research, I understand that the typical salary range from an R&B official's position in Malaysia for fresh graduates is around 50,000 to 3,000 per month. Given my academic background and working experience, I would expect some things in the rate of 2080 to 2030 and starting point. But I also want to be honest, salary is not the only thing I am looking at. I am more excited about the opportunity to learn and grow in the world. I am open to discussing still further and I am sure we can find some things that work for both sides. Yes, I do have two questions. I think my first question is, what does the first few months look like for a new R&D official here? I want to understand what I will be expected to do early on so I can prepare myself and contribute as quickly as possible. My second question is, does our brand provide any training or development or learning for IMP staff? I am someone who really likes continuous learning, so I knowing that there are chances to grow professionally would means a lot to me. Thank you for allowing me to asking. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really enjoyed this interview and I hope it was able to give you a good picture for who I am and what I can bring to your team. I am genuinely excited about the possibility of joining a Nova branch and contributing to the IT departments. I am confident that with the right guidance and support, I can grow into this role and deliver new work to the company. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you again.